Welcome a live band into the studio, and in front of me are four very talented gentlemen. We've got Ben, Dale, Gavin and Mally, who make up collectively Mission Bay. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are you doing this fine Saturday?
Rough.
Right.
Thanks for asking.
Good night last night then?
Very much.
Excellent. So, what kind of music do you guys do? What kind of music do you play? For people who maybe haven't had the chance to get to the sun to catch up with you.
I suppose I'll be spokesman for the band.
I think you've been nominated here.
50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, bit of 2000s, bit of everything really. We try and play everything that everybody likes. So.
And when an obvious question, I mean, we've got somebody from the other, literally the other side of the world in the band as well, haven't we?
Yep, that's right.
And we've got to mention at this point that Dale has actually got family listening on the North Island of New Zealand, in Auckland, where it's currently 26 minutes past 10 in the evening.
That's right, yeah.
So who's listening to you? I've heard that.
My brother Derek, my sister-in-law Bert, hopefully quite a few of my friends.
His sister-in-law
Bert. Yeah, Bernadette, we call her Bert.
Oh right. Oh right, sorry, I thought you had a cross. No, it's in sort of family going on there. No. Good afternoon, evening, New Zealand.
Yeah. So, as soon as we're going, well, global on this one, I suppose. You got together, basically it's an interesting story how you guys got together, and Gav, do you want to take the story on this one?
With the amazing midlife crisis story, mate.
That's the one.
Played in bands from being at a young age, sort of 16, 17, 18, 19, got in my 20s, got married, had children, had to sell my drum kit because I'd crashed my car to pay for the excess. And then got to about 40 and thought, oh God, it's either an Harley Davidson or a band. So I bought myself another drum kit to my wife's pleasure, and an electric drum kit, and I thought, that's it, I'm gonna get a band together. So I went to work, asked as many people as I could if they knew anybody who wanted to be in a band, and the idiot from New Zealand arrived.
Oh yes.
He kept ringing
Were
me.
you a customer or a colleague?
I was a customer. Yeah.
So that's...
Well, not a very good one.
No.
He kept ringing me up calling me Roger, which was quite fun.
Not a very good memory.
Any reason why Roger?
It looks like a Roger.
Roger?
You do.
Yeah.
Roger?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we got together and we did a bit of rehearsal. We got Dale's... What is it?
Nephew.
Dale's nephew to play guitar for us when we first started. We sort of realised he could sing, which was a good thing, and he could play the guitar. Charlie could play the guitar, he used to be in the band. Asked a few more customers, we needed a bassist, got Mally's number, rang Mally, met him in a pub, and the rest was history from there. We sort of took off from that, learnt a good set, sort of let ourselves out, did a few, we did the Withensea Festival and things like that, but then Charlie had to leave, other commitments, so we advertised in the paper for somebody extremely strange, and Ben was the one who we picked.
That's right.
He was the least strange out of all the people that we had.
You were saying off air that actually you had a few interesting characters who came in to audition.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Don't ever try and publicly advertise that you need a guitarist, because I ended up with a 70-odd-year-old bloke ringing us telling us that we had to go to his house to rehearse because he couldn't make it there because he had a bad leg, which we politely declined. But there was some characters turned up for the audition. But Ben was, well, he can play the guitar and he fit in straight away because we're all good pals. We're not just in a band. We hang out together a bit, and you know.
Did you know anybody of you before? Obviously, Dale and yourself got together, and then the rest of the band came. You'd not played in bands or met each other through music venues before?
Well, actually, yeah, because when I was with my old band, this band, that I'm in now, Mission Bay, and my old band, we did a charity gig in Tap and Spell, and that's how I noticed them. Yeah. So in a way, yeah.
I never met any of you before.
No, I didn't met them before.
Back in the happy days.
Well, Mally's originally from Newcastle and Reading,
That's
so it's got a strange mixture.
Yeah.
And yeah, quite tick that one up.
And he supports Reading FC as well, which is
Come on, the Royals.
And you've just made two great signings.
Indeed, well, yes, indeed. We seem to have a Hull City B-side going.
You've
It's-
stolen
yeah.
2 players from Hull City.
Well, if you're silly enough to let them go.
Blatantly stolen.
Before we get into any inter-rivalry football here, is there any chance we can actually have... Would you play a song for us, please, guys? Just give a taste of what people can expect.
This will be fun.
I must just point out that I forgot my amplifier, so you might not hear any bass at all.
And I'm extremely rough, so my singing is going to be very interesting.
Right.
You can sing though, Dale.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, on Beverley FM, it's Mission Bay.
Right, how do we start this?
1, 2, 3,